Track here at Soldier Field, still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Chicago Bears. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking to throw is Williams. This goes out wide from Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made at about the 38. The Bears hit 9-3 here on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a second and 2.
What is it on?
The 48-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Volunteer! Volunteer! Yes, yes, yes! Cover, cover! Yes, yes! Yes, yes!
To throw, it's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
off the play fake. It's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
To the air, Williams. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Vegas, Vegas!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Here comes the Bears punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The first carry here for Jordan James. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with...
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys will take over. At the 30-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 13. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards. First down, 49ers.
Let's go now. Let's go.
On the ground, it's James. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. You look at this Bears defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact, well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
To throw, Williams. Over the middle, he's going to find Burden. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Hardman on the return. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with second down and less than a yard. James. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They run it with James. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this throw will be intercepted. And the Bears will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Very good, very good.
Throwing is Williams. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 16 yards right off the bat, and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
You have a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And given the elements, this might have been what we would have expected, Charles. Scoreless into the second quarter.
The elements have definitely played a part in this game, a big part. And I think that both teams have been a little slow to adjust their playbook and start playing to whatever their strengths are in these conditions. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's James. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit. And that's what he did on that play.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue, because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mixing up the middle. They'll wind up getting 4 down to 36. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Here's Williams. That is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit, because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Vegas!
They'll go. Here's Williams. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll run on first down. James. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We're just shy of midfield. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw here. Connects with Kittle underneath. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time here with Brian Robinson. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now a handoff up the middle. It's James. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
They'll drop this one down to Mixon. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw is Williams. That is caught. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
To throw, it's Williams. To the right side and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the 49ers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Well, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones in the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. From the gun, a give to Mixon. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yes. Vegas, Vegas.
Here's Williams from the gun on third down. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Here's Hardman to return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Up the middle they go. It's James. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. He'll look to throw. And we'll find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down, San Francisco.
They go play action here on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's James. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. And they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Robinson up the middle. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and a give to Robinson. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 3rd down, James. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. Eddie Pinheiro on now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 25, here's 2nd down and 8. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. To the air, Williams. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there. On 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these 2 defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
That's complete to Pearsall.
That'll give him 8 that time. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Ready to run. Here we go. Yes.
To throw, Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7.
Vegas!
Operating from the gun, Williams. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 43. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and he's just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
That's the run he's been waiting for, Charles. He's been bottled up all game. That run alone got him more yards than he had in all his previous carries combined.
And don't think for a second he doesn't know that, because every back that I know can almost calculate every yard with every step that they take. Had to be frustrated because of what's happened during the game. Has to feel a lot better after that run.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Brian Robinson Jr., his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Well, we lasted all the way to the fourth quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
First and 10 at the
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Running left, it's Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Throwing is Williams. And this pass broken up.